Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagadguru Sudarshan Acharya Ji Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to our Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to the 12 Alvars. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi, and I pay my obeisances to Lord Sriman Narayan. I welcome all of you here physically at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome those that's watching this discourse locally, nationally and internationally, and I welcome in advance those that's going to be watching this discourse when it is posted on YouTube and the various groups from around the world subsequently. So every now and again I circle back to explain the Guru system, and I see comments that are negative on our Facebook or on TikTok. So I come to rectify, clarify. Whenever there is ignorance in this regard, then it means we need to start teaching the people again. My job is a guru. I cannot get upset. My job is to teach you what you don't know. And we've learned over the years, and I think Vasan will acknowledge, and I just want to make mention that this ashram is 11 meters by 8 meters by 11 meters. And Vasan couldn't find his wife. He was struggling to find his wife in the small 100 square meter ashram. I just feel sorry for Vasan. Yes, so what we used to do before, Vasan used to go back and attack these people. So if somebody put a negative comment on Facebook, then Vasan should go all guns blazing. And it was good for the time because we were engaging. They said what they wanted to say, we said what we wanted to say. They said what they wanted to say, and we said what we wanted to say. It was an engagement. And on the Guru side, we're not here to lose any arguments. So we'll continue engaging with you in a divine manner, in a righteous manner, until you are the first to stop. And this is in contradiction to most gurus, most spiritual masters in the world, because you will hear that there is a saying, let them say what they say, it shouldn't affect you. Well, I'm the opposite. I'm coming from the military, I'm coming from law, I'm coming from business, and if you smack me, I have to smack you and harder. If you give me a 10 kg or 10 joule smack, Tanya, I can't, because I'm a guru, I can't accept that smack. I have to give you 100 joule smack. Proper and solid. Alright? That's how it is. So why am I doing this? Because everyone has heard of Mahatma Gandhi, and Mahatma Gandhi gave and gave and gave and gave and gave. He gave half of India away, and look at what's happening in the world today. God did not say you must give and give and give. You must only give righteously. You must only give righteously. So right at the outset, in the Bhagavad Gita, when Arjuna refuses to fight, the Supreme Lord asks him, why is he so unmanly? That behavior, the behavior when you refuse to fight for righteousness, and if you're a man, it is unmanly. Forget Mahatma Gandhi. Forget Mahatma Gandhi. He was an ordinary human being. Lord Krishna is the creator of this universe. And he states right at the outset, chapter 2, you must fight for righteousness. You think God is right? So I take all my instructions from the Supreme Lord, not from my followers, not from my devotees, not from humans. I take all my instructions only from the Supreme Lord. And if the Supreme Lord says, whack, the Guru must whack. And I whack anyone, Norman. I don't wait 1 year for you to get strong to give you a knockout. Anytime, anywhere, any place, you cross the Guru crosses you. Don't you think it's the right way? If you say, I'm straight, I'm clean, I'm neat and tidy, then every step of the way you have to be straight, clean, neat and tidy. So the name of this guy is Neville Singh. Abir, you need to tag, this discourse belongs to Neville Singh, and there's another lady that also commented. Alright? So they said this is a wannabe. No, they said that how can this guru cure cancer? And then his second comment was, he's a wannabe guru. Then the lady came and commented, all bredos, Norman. The lady came and commented, how can you worship a man? Okay? So I like this because this is why I became an atheist. I was an atheist for 25 to 30 years. I was an atheist for 25 to 30 years. And Mataji's sister still is a devotee of the Divine Life Society. She's in Cape Town now. So she told Mataji one day that my guru is my mother, my guru is my father, and my guru is God. And I just left the police force. Just left the police force. So I used to carry a 15-shooter Beretta with one round in the chamber because I had the second highest military training, the fourth highest military training in the world. And in my state, Ghana, I had no time. If I pulled out a gun, then you left this earth. If I pulled out the gun, you left this earth. Because of my military training, they said there's no time to cock. I was a precision shooter, Norman. Alright? And my gun should be well oiled, ready for action. I used to work in the Warwick Triangle. There are people that came and there is a person that came and testified here what I used to do in Warwick Triangle in my time. So when Mataji told me her sister said her guru is a mother, her guru is her father, her guru is her God, an image came in my mind of my Beretta 15 shooter and the guru dead. I shot the guru with my mind. You understand? So I do not get upset if people say, why are you worshipping a guru? I can't, because I was in the same category myself. Trisha, I see you getting very happy. I killed a guru in my lifetime. It was only mentally, all right? So, this is for Neville Singh. But I didn't go out. I did it in my mind. So if you're watching this discourse, and if I am saying something that does not resonate with you, we are in a world of technology. We have Facebook Messenger, we have messages on TikTok. If your mom and dad, I'm talking to Neville and I'm talking to that lady who commented adversely, if their parents went to satsang, if their parents were divine, then what they would have taught their children? They would have taught their children divinity. That lady that commented adversely and Neville Singh that commented adversely, you can still talk to me. You can come on Messenger and say, Guru, I heard your discourse. There are certain things I do not believe in. Can you please explain to me? If they had divine parents, that is how they would have approached it. See how dangerous it is when you go and comment willy-nilly. Now I'm telling the world, after your comment, I'm telling you what type of parents you had. I'm telling you what type of parents you had, because any divine parent will tell their children, do not attack spiritual or religious leaders. Is it not a basic, fundamental thing that you teach your children as they grow up? Yes. Do not attack religious or spiritual people. But because their parents were like that, now they are personifying their parents and most probably their grandparents. You can see how it goes backward, and you can see the generations, how ignorant the generations were, that they're allowing them to go and attack a guru. Have you seen this in Christianity? Have you ever seen a preaching attacked by Christians? I'm yet to see one. No preacher has been attacked in Christianity. No preacher has been attacked in Islam. No preacher has been attacked in Judaism. But this guy carries my surname. And I'm thinking of my Beretta. I'm thinking of my Beretta. He carries my surname. Doesn't feel embarrassed or ashamed to put his name there and make a comment. So again, and it is for this reason that when I became a spiritual master, I carried myself impeccably. I carried myself impeccably. I carried myself evidentially. I carried myself evidentially. I never said a thing on this mic that is even a millimeter false. Even a millimeter false. So you see these floors here. This flooring was done by a guy that lived in Asheville. He came here, and as he was doing the flooring, I gave him some knowledge on what we do here. And he started attending service. And he had a 20-year-old chronic ailment, which he was being treated at Addington. 20-year-old chronic ailment where every week he used to go for treatment. Yes, Dana, you brought this man?
Yes, sir.
He's from your district?
Yes.
I saw one of his flowers is still blooming on that purple flower yesterday when I put in the blank. Alright? So when he went back to hospital after attending, I think 2 or 3 services here, his doctor could not find his illness anymore. Doctor could not find his illness anymore. He was mystified. 20 years he's going for treatment. He came here for 2 or 3 satsang and you cannot find his illness anymore. So how can we evidence this? How can we evidence this? We got the hospital, we got hospital records, we got the doctor, and we got him. And we got him. The danger is that when you come to me, and once I take you in my embrace, then you need to be consistent and keep coming so that I can plug in the gaps of your life. So they were coming and all of a sudden they stopped coming. And his daughter passed away. And they never came back. Do you understand? Similarly, here, Friday, one family came down. They came down previously. They came to the Goshala. I asked them to come to satsang. It's very important. Generally, I leave the Goshala as general. I leave it as general. Over thousands of people come to the Goshala, feed the cow and go back. But if I see something wrong, and if you landed here in my domain, then I have to tell you what I can offer you. But I can't tell you what is wrong. They didn't come back, and she lost her 17-year-old son, and she came back on Friday to the Goshala. So you think it was necessary for me to go and talk to them? No, I disregarded them because I was upset. I was saving their child. Do you understand? So similarly, this guy that did the floor, there is medical record that he was attending hospital for 20 years. From his second or third week he attended here, his illness evaporated. There was no longer an illness. Then there was that lady from Ketamana. She was 78 years old. Who remembers that? Dana, you remember?
Yes, sir.
Vasan, you remember? No. Ragini's neighbor. Ragini brought a neighbor. Alright? She had 4th stage cancer at the age of 72. She was going to King Edward Hospital. Yes?
Yes.
And they were treating her. She was on her last stages and her last breath when she came here. When she went back to King Edward, the cancer had disappeared. Is there a record
Yes.
in King Edward of a person that was undergoing treatment for cancer that is in the 4th stage? Remember, she was 78. After a 3rd or 4th week, her hair started growing again. We have videos of all this. Everything I do, I'm coming from the military, I'm coming from law, and I'm coming from atheism. That is why I record everything, because there are going to be these Singhs and that lady, and there are going to be millions of people who are going to interrogate. Yes, they have a right to interrogate. Everyone has a right to interrogate me and my teachings. All of you, anyone who's watching from any part of the world. But do it decently. Do it decently. Do it in a manner where I can give you information. I'm a guru. My job is to give you information. If God created this universe, you think God can't destroy cancer? Is cancer not part of creation? You think the Supreme Lord can create? This is one universe. There is an infinite amount of universes rotating right now simultaneously in this galaxy. Right now the Mahabharata is happening in one universe, the Ramayana is happening in another universe. All the universes, they're calling it multiverse. Science is now calling it multiverse. All are existing simultaneously. You think one stupid illness like cancer, the Supreme Lord cannot remove from your body? Yes, so there's evidence in King Edward Hospital. There's videos of that lady. Dana is still alive. You can give oral evidence. Vasan is still alive. But I'm a bit skeptical. He couldn't find his wife in such a small hall. How I'm going to take him give evidence on a huge scale. Alright? So there's evidence all around. And I've always kept evidence. Whoever this ashram has helped becomes evidence. Yes? Yes. So again, I'm saying we're on TikTok. We're growing on TikTok every week. When I first started on TikTok, there used to be 100 negative comments every week on TikTok. Then I schooled those people who were giving comments. I spoke about their parents, what bad upbringing their parents had, that is why they have bad upbringing, and I also included their grandparents, and I say that 100, stop. All right, but am I saying something that is right? Yeah, this is ashram. This is an international ashram. We are broadcasting around the world. And if you come and attack this, then I can't leave you. That means you are right and your demonic state is right. Only a person in a demonic state will attack divinity. Yes or no? You understand, all of you? So, also, in my biography, I was asked by the university, I was forced by the university to speak on my miracles and prophecies. You was there, Vasan, when this interview happened? Vasan is finding himself all over. Alright, so Vasan was present when I told the professor that if you want this biography to be academic, then I don't want to put my miracles and prophecies, because there's going to be those people. He said, no, you put your miracles, you put your prophecies, and all my things are corroborated, because my entire biography is compiled from evidence either in my private life or what I have evidenced and prophesied. It's already on YouTube. All Prince had to do was download it. Everything is there. Everything is there. There's nothing that I made up and nothing that I'll ever make up. That is why I was an atheist. And just to bring Norman into his perspective, Norman, many years ago, Mataji introduced me to Sai Baba. All right? And then I liked Sai Baba because he had eight teachings. And I perused the teaching. I saw nowhere it was written you can't smoke, nowhere it was written you can't drink, and nowhere it was written you can't eat meat. I said, hey, this is a way of life. Go and Google it, Sai Baba's 8 teachings. Jessica, you are the Sai Baba devotee? Yes. Does he talk about not smoking?
No.
Does he talk about no drinking?
No.
Does he talk about no eating meat?
No.
I said, what a way of life. I came back from atheism now. Slowly I'm coming back into understanding, and I said, hey, I loved him. I went and read all his books in the library. And I won't choose books from Indians, I'll choose books from white authors, because I said they will be more evidential. So we got divorced, and I was living in Chatsworth, and things were not good. So I found one. My mom passed away, and the guy that gave me a haircut on the 10 days, he told me he has Sai Baba services at his house. So I was very, very happy. I went to his house, and in unit 601, 601, and he had a lounge, and he used to have the service in the lounge, so I started sitting right in the front, and then during Aarti, he's full of ashes. Like Baba came and sprayed him. So I'm coming from the military, I'm coming from law, I'm coming from atheism. What you think, Norman, I would like to see? What do you think I would like to see? Hey, I want to be there. So I started attending very regularly, and I started going earlier so I can sit as close to him as possible until I landed right here. Now he's here, and I'm next to him. Yeah. And I said, Baba, forgive me, but I'm going to keep one eye open. When you put the ashes on him, I want to see. So the time came, Aarti time, I kept one eye open. In Aarti, what you do, what everybody do? Yeah, so the wife hit him a signal in the front. His wife hit him a signal, he took the ashes and shh, went on his 2 knees and he kept it. Alright? And that's the end of Sai Baba for me. But I found another Sai Baba devotee after that. and he was a bhajan singer, top singer, still alive now. Both of us are born on the same date. I don't know how one landed this way, one landed this way. 10-year difference. I thought all liberals born on the same day and moving the same path. All right. So he used to, because of his bhajans, and this is another thing in Sanatana Dharma that I want to talk about. Bhajan and bhajan singers. All right. When you hear them singing about Shiva, Narayan, Murga, how appealing they are, no? How much you start believing in them. They eat a nip and came before they begin their bhajan. They ate meat and came, and they say Narayan, Mahashiva, and people get attached to these bhajan singers. They think these bhajan singers, because they sing so emotionally to the Supreme Lord, they are connected to God. We got Nagara guy, we know him very well. He steals whole day, whole night. But in his Nagara, when you hear him, even he goes drunk to the Nagara, even he eats meat and go to the Nagara. But you must hear him, how close he is to the Supreme Lord. So we had quite a few people around here in the bhajan, top singers, but I tried not to have them. It's fine. We got our people, the songs, the bhajans are being sung. We try to keep away from professional bhajan players who go out and do this as a business. So I got this opportunity, letting you know, lot of people are following temples because of the good bhajan singers at the temple. They feel good bhajan people. They are immaculate, impeccable. They are harmonium. They play so well. And even more than that, Norman, these people in India, in India they are nobody in the village. They buy a dhoti and come to South Africa. They play their harmonium. They go from temple to temple. Yeah, they are gods. You notice that? Have you noticed that? Yeah, when they go back home, they just make money out of our stupid people who think they are Sanatan Dharmis. You know, there's some Pandit Chunilal and Pandit Munilal. They're going round the world. All this is bull. B-U-L-L with capitals. And bold. All this is bull. Bhagavad Gita don't say you must do those things. You must only do what the Bhagavad Gita say you must do. You understand? So my job is not simple. I'm the only guru in the world at the moment currently smacking the ignorance out of you. Go look on YouTube. Go see any guru slapping any ignorance out of people. They're just telling you sweet things to make you happy. What gurus are doing? They're saying, meditate, do yoga, meditate. They write a mantra in the paper and give you. Anyone got mantras? Anyone bought any mantras? It doesn't matter how you, what should the real meaning of meditate be? No, stilling your mind. The reason God wants you to meditate is to still your mind. It doesn't matter who you think of. All right? As long as you can still your mind. Why you need to still your mind? Again, it's in the Bhagavad Gita. Why you need to still your mind? It's in the Bhagavad Gita. Right at the beginning of the Bhagavad Gita. At the beginning, the concept and the context of the Bhagavad Gita is how many people are fighting how many people. 5 Pandavas are fighting 100 sons of Kaurava and 1 daughter. And 1 daughter. 1 against 5. What does the 5 Pandavas represent? Your five senses. Your five senses. Where is your senses controlled from?
Mind.
Your mind. What does the 101 Kauravas represent? Your 101 material desires. Your 101 material desires. Now look at 5 and look at 101. Inside your mind, Tanya is counting. She's only seen 101. She's trying to find the 5 Pandavas. Alright? It's churning in her mind. It is churning in her mind. 5 senses hijacked by 101 desires. Now, how can you find your 5 senses? By stopping your desires. By arresting your 101 desires. When you arrest your 101 desires, then your senses can take over. Your senses, 5 senses can take over. Your sense of sight. What does desire do to your sight? Doesn't you see a lot of variety of food? What happens? What the eyes do? Besides going big, what happens inside? What happens inside? Are you understanding? For every sense, that 101 desires come and attack you. Doesn't it? Doesn't it? The eyes, 101 desires. Your sense of smell, 101 desires. Your sense of taste, 101 desires. Your sense of touch, 101 desires. Yes? So this is what the Bhagavad Gita is about. That war, it really took place. The battle of Kurukshetra really took place. This is why I say the Supreme Lord is the supreme scientist. I don't look at God in any other way. I look at God as a scientist. Who created this universe? What is this universe based on? What are the 5 elements? What are all the chemicals? Isn't everything science? So who would have created the science? This science that exists. Do you know, as I'm speaking to you, as you're listening to this discourse here in this room, there's a mathematical equation taking place between me and each one of you. I am sending a frequency in your ear, yes? Whatever karma has been computed, whatever karma that you have been born with, everyone is not receiving my discourse equally. You are receiving it in proportion to your karma. You are receiving it in proportion to your karma. I'm giving 100% discourse. You will be receiving 10%, 8%, 2%, 50%, 60%, depending on your karma. Do you know that? You understand? How can we facilitate that? What allows only 72% to get into you? What allows 13% to get into you? A mathematical equation, because is my voice not in a frequency? When you hear, you got hairs inside your eardrum that picks up my voice. That picks up my voice. Those of you that hearing using earphones and hearing loud music, take you very long to pick up my voice. Because when those hair follicles in your ear, when they die, another one does not grow in its place. Another one, so Tanya, throw your headphones away. Yeah, naturally. Yeah, naturally. I'm just giving you advice. Okay? So, You are seated here and there's a mathematical equation taking place every millisecond I'm speaking. Every millisecond I'm speaking, there's a mathematical equation taking place. This entire atmosphere is filled with maths. Everything is filled with maths. So don't you think the entity that created these mathematical equations has to be the supreme mathematician, has to be the supreme scientist? Don't you think? Yes. Inside your body, as you're listening to me, millions of chemical reactions are taking place. For every chemical reaction, is there not a chemical equation? Is that chemical equation not mathematics? How much of maths is happening in each body? How much of maths is happening in each body right now? As you're listening to me, you're thinking, what's happening to the brain? What frequency is the brain receiving me? What frequency the brain is thinking of me? How many of you are saying, hey, what the Guru is talking is bull? What frequency is that? You understand what I'm saying? How many of you are saying, hey, I'm getting enlightened today? Because each one of you is to receive me as per your mathematical status today. You won't remain in the same status. If you continue coming to satsang, then you'll get reprogrammed mathematically. When you get reprogrammed, it's also mathematics. There's nothing that's not maths. There is nothing that does not have a mathematical equation in it. All of you understand? You understanding? Yes. So the Supreme Lord, don't look at him with four hands. Don't look at him in any other way. Look at him as the Supreme Scientist and become a student of spiritual science. Become a student of spiritual science. How can you know your sciences? How can you learn your sciences? By becoming a scientist. Becoming a student of science. This is why I say, I can prove everything else that is done is bull. I can prove it. How must I prove it? How must I prove it? I must pull out a scripture and I must say it is. I must say it is bull. Let's say it all together. Alright? When I finish my verses, everyone must say everything else is bull. Alright? Avir, you can hit the camera. You know, this biography is just volume 1. When Prince is looking for evidence for volume 2, it must already be recorded. Vasan, don't forget to send Prince data. He said he's in Cape Town. He got 2 weeks and he needs data to make the amendments, alright? See, Prince will be so happy. He's watching this discourse. At least we mentioned him, you know. He has done a whole lot of hard work. Alright? Yeah, he's feeling lost. He's feeling more lost because he's with his wife. Alright? And I can say this boldly because she's now in hospital. So she's not watching this discourse. Alright? So, coming back, I need to give you evidence. And I need to give you evidence from the Supreme Lord himself, because I'm talking about the Supreme Scientist. I'm talking about the Supreme Scientist, and I need to give you what he says. Chapter 18 is the last chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, and chapter 18, verse 18, he states, knowledge, object of knowledge, and the knower are threefold incitements to action. The instrument, the act, and the agent are threshold constituents of action. Okay? The high in the back here, what name I gave him?
Viren.
Huh?
Viren.
No, I Guru gave her own name last week. Satish, what's his name? No, he won't attack you, he's not a violent man. Alright? He's saying knowledge. What is saying, Bhaiya? What is saying? Knowledge. Is he talking about halwa puri? Is he talking about road? Not talking about halwa puri? Whole Bhagavad Gita, no halwa puri. Whole Bhagavad Gita, no halwa puri. No ticklies. You'll know what are ticklies. You'll decorate the halwa puri with. And I see these ladies as I was growing up. Hey, when it comes to that 9 days Mother's Day, it's happening. Puris upon puris. No rot. And halwa puris in the Bhagavad Gita. Replace it with knowledge. Replace it with knowledge. Because we have chanda places, we take the halwa puri, we go and put it in a chanda place, then we turn and we go back, and we go back to our normal life. The only entities that enjoyed the halwa puri was the ants, the insects. That's all you did. In reality, scientifically, that's all you did. You fed insects. What you did? You fed insects. Sorry to say, I hope all the flower, Norman, from 13 years ago, the flower industry, the cake flower industry, has been declining as I'm giving this. The profits have been declining. They're looking for the guru. Sasko, cake flower, alright? Because you must eat these things for yourself. Don't go leave it outside there. You understand? You want to feed insects, find another way to. Don't bluff yourself in that 3 hours. You get up in the morning, you're fasting. There's a whole atmosphere created there. But then that atmosphere is just like the elephant bathing. Just like the elephant bathing. I want you to Google how an elephant baths. An elephant will go into the river. It has a trunk by which it takes the water, and it'll wash out every particle of dirt from its body. Then immediately it will go into the river bank and roll onto the muddy river bank and make itself filthy again. What was the necessity for having taken a bath? What happens to that action of the elephant taking a bath and then going back and muddying itself? So this is what we do in rituals. In rituals, whilst you're making the halwa puri, whilst you're making the rot, you having a bath. As soon as you had the rot, as soon as the pandit went away, where you went? Back in the mud. Yes or no? But knowledge, I'm giving you here today, whether you use it today or you use it in 10 years, you are going to rectify yourself. Puris have never rectified, just made you fat. Rot just made you fat. But knowledge, spiritualized you. Knowledge spiritualized you. Knowledge is the food for spirituality. Knowledge is the food for spirituality. Okay, and Vasan is doing well because he equalized his material eating with his spiritual eating. Vasan is on par. Yes, Vasan? Vasan is on par. When he comes back from all his destinations, you can catch him. You can trap him on side and he'll explain to you how the system operates. He got about 8 years under his belt with no relapses. No relapse. Straight 8 years Vasan has pulled. He can enlighten you on every aspect, how you must balance your material life with your spiritual life. You in the material universe, if any guru tells you, any guru in the world tells you that you must not enjoy materialism, imagine my 15-shooter Beretta in your mind and let him have all 16 rounds. Let him have all 16 rounds. Alright? Why do we have gold? Why do we have diamond? Why do we have gold and diamond? Is it scientific to keep it in the earth, or is it scientific to extract it and put it around and weigh it? Is it there? Why can't you, Norman? Why can't you wear a golette, that big, thick chain of gold around your neck? Why can't you? Is there, it's in this universe, is there gold in the spiritual universe? So you can't enjoy it there where you must enjoy it.
Yeah.
You understand? Is it logical? Is it commonsensical? Why can't you have the best and the latest car according to the range of the money you're earning? Are the cars there? You must say, no, I'm following God, and drive a old Ford Cortina and break down all over. Because I'm following God, I must not be immersed in materialism. Why you don't go and stay in the Jondos and say, I'm following God, I sacrificed everything, I must go outside in the night, 1 o'clock in the toilet where there's snakes roaming around. You want to do that? So whatever God gave you, you must use it. You must split your mind, 50% material, 50% spiritual, and make use of everything that is on this planet. It's yours. Who God created gold for? You saw any snakes going and opening a jewelry shop? You saw any elephants opening a jewelry shop? You saw any animals diamond mining? Sorry, Vasa, I have to mention you. Vasan is working very close to a mine and a diamond mine. Alright? I don't know what his reasons for being there. Nothing is a coincidence. Okay? Who knows, one day Vasan will come with a kilo. All of you understand. So, Mr. Neil Singh, I have insurmountable evidence in every discourse that I give. In every discourse that I give. In fact, can a criminal contest the judgment of a constitutional court judge?
Yes.
Yes? Can a criminal contest the judgment given by a constitutional court judge? No. He have to get a judge of a similar ranking as the judge that gave that decision. Yes? So can Neville make a judgment against me, or you think he's supposed to research, go find a guru of my status and get that judgment, that my last week's discourse, those things that I stated, from that personality? Are you understanding what I'm saying? So when you make judgment, when you judge anyone, when you make a judgment, this is, I'm not taking anything personal against Neville Singh and that lady. Nothing is personal, because many people are over the years going to use this discourse. When you make judgment on somebody, you have to be equally or more qualified than that person you're making a judgment on. Yes or no? Yes? Or else don't make that judgment, because you don't know. And especially as long as I live, you see, as a guru, this is my era. Is it not? Every guru has his era, not in the country that he stays or not in the town that he stays. Every bona fide guru's era is an era in the universe, entire universe. So right now it's my era. I'm the living guru in the universe at the moment. And when Guruji was around, he was the living. And as all the other saints and sages, it was their era. Today I'm alive, so it's my era. Is it hard to understand? Hard to understand? No. So I changed the dynamics. You see, India and Pakistan for the past, from 1947 to date, Pakistan has always been attacking India, yes? And every time they send the terrorists and they attack and they kill, then they blackmail India into saying that they are a nuclear power. If India attack them, they'll unleash the nuclear power. So that became the norm. Until now you got Narendra Modi. When he became Prime Minister, when he gave them one smack, then a few years later they struck again, he gave them another smack, and then on April 22nd they struck again, and he gave them a terrible hiding. So I'm a guru like that. I am a guru like that. I'm the Prime Minister at the moment. So in my lifetime, I'm going to use all negativity to make it positive. That is what spirituality is about. Okay? So I'll give you a live example. I sent my car to a mechanic to put a mountain. And one day after that, my car broke down. It's there by Vasan's house. Right? Vasan connected again. So, these cars are complicated. You have to send it to the agents. But I don't believe in all of that. I'm saying if you're a mechanic, you must start from A, B, C, D and troubleshoot and sort yourself out. So yesterday we found out that the guy that put the mountain severed my boost sensor. Okay? So that same mechanic, he phoned me and he told me, Guru, Monday you have to, I'll get a booking for you, you have to tow your car to the agent. Then I told him, no, go under the mountain and see what's wrong went there. So he went under the mountain and he found out that the boost sensor, that is why the car is not moving. Simple fault? Yes. There was a sacrifice. Me, 1 week no car, many days wasn't I got no car. From last week Sunday I got no car. Alright, 7 days. But that guy who did the service, I can't be angry with him. Because the mechanic, I wouldn't have connected to the mechanic. And I've given him hours of spiritual advice as is fixing my car. So that mechanic had to break the car for me to meet this mechanic. Negative there, but positive for my mechanic who's currently fixing the car, because he will be coming to service from next week. You see how it works? So don't ever get angry if something does not work out initially, because it did not work out so that it can work out in the near future. Now imagine when you get angry, what you do to the circuit of your life. You mess up your own circuit. Right? Did you blow up any resistors, ICs along the way? Talk, you know that time. All right, yeah, everyone speaks the truth. All right, come on Monday, tomorrow, and come with a bag of turf. I see your car took out my turf on the driveway. I'll show you how to plant it. Come with a bag of turf. Yeah, I'm just finding out, did you blow up anything on your circuit along the way? Some people blow up bigger things. I don't know what all the electronics are. But when you become spiritual, you learn to accept both the negative and the positive equally. You learn to accept the positive and the negative equally when you become spiritual. So if something happens now, it might look like the end of the world. You must say, God has a plan. God has a plan. And there's always a plan. But you can't do it outside Tanya. You can't learn what I'm teaching you, then go there and stop. Because you have to be connected. The plan has to be connected. You have to sustain the plan and you have to be connected to the plan. Alright? So God always has a plan. God always has a plan. This entire universe is working on mathematics. It's working on, everyone has two equations. Everyone in this universe has two equations. You can stay as you are for the rest of your life, or you can change to Acharya. I wonder how your tongue went. When last you had? Now we're going to patent this. Alright? You can stay as you are for the rest of your life is one equation. Is one equation. Or you can change to spirituality, which is the second equation. So from each equation give birth to another equation. See, my car broke down, that was an equation. It went to that mechanic, it was an equation. Now it went to that mechanic, it's an equation. And it's an equation for that mechanic to meet me. It's an equation. And as we meet each other, how many equations are there in this atmosphere? Just the two of us. Are you understanding? Everything is perfect. And everything is an equation. And in mathematics, everything is absolute. So even when you are strained, it is still absolute. Even when you are unrighteous, it is still absolute because you are in a mathematical equation. You can be in a mathematical equation through divinity or through non-divinity. God gave you that latitude. God gave you that latitude. Do you understand? You are connected to every ant in this universe. You individually have a connection to every ant in the universe. Your reaction, if it's positive, has a connection to every ant in the universe, and your reaction, if it's negative, has a connection to every ant in the universe. There are 8.4 million species in the universe, and every species is interconnected, no matter where you are. No matter where you are. Do you understand? You are interconnected all the time, whether you know it or you don't know it. What you do here influences every aspect of this universe. You individually, Tanya, every time you fight with your mother, there's a baby ant fighting with its mother somewhere in the universe. All the babies in the universe fighting with the mother. No, that's a joke. but you must think like that. Alright? And you stop fighting. Guru is putting some parameters there. Alright. Tanya said she never fought with you. She can't remember in her entire lifetime of 27 years when she fought with you. Right? Okay. So this is the importance of spirituality. This you can't learn from a book. You can pick up the Bhagavad Gita, you'll never get the depth of the information I'm giving you. Did you know that you connected to 8.4 million species? Did you know that? But you are directly connected to every living entity in this universe. Malin, keep the sour herbs coming. Alright? Keep the sour herbs coming. No puris, no rot, no halwa puris. Just keep the sour herbs coming. You understand? So, yeah, whilst I'm looking at Mrs. Norman, next week I'd like to see you seated in the front. You're going to start singing. Just sing one bhajan. You got the whole week to practice. That is why I didn't call you today. See, Jessica used to sit exactly where you are seated. So I called her in the front. She came. She was singing off frequency. So I sent her to hospital and I cut her throat. I sent her to hospital. I had a whole throat cut. I don't think that will happen to you. Your frequency is like, come in the front. The day Jessica came back from hospital, she is singing now, even Lata. She's envious of her. Alright? That's how. So, I just want to wrap up. Let me read my verses. We said knowledge, throw away all stupidity. Rituals is stupidity, throw away camphor, clove, but don't throw it away, use it. Use it to kill the germs, use it to kill the viruses, but that ritual that you do with it, throw it away. Then chapter 19, knowledge, act and agent are declared in the science of the gunas to be of three kinds. According to the difference in the gunas, listen about them and also what they are. So you get in knowledge, gunas is your current status. So there are three gunas or three modes. There are three modes that everything in this universe functions. Three modes. Mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. Everyone is embedded with these three modes. Everyone is embedded with these three modes. These three modes impel your status, whoever you are. So if you are seated here, and if you listening to me attentively, every word I'm saying, you saying, I believe the Guru, I'm listening to what he is saying, then you are in a mode of goodness. But then as you go up the driveway, and you say, what the Guru said is half bull and half true. Then you are in a mode of passion. You are in a mode of passion, Rajasic mode. And then when you go home, Tanya, you say, hey, I only blocked my mother and the Guru. I came satsang. I'm not following anything what he said. All what he said is bull. And you say it. All what the Guru said in capital bull. B-U-L-L. And bold. Then you are in the mode of ignorance or tamas. Same person, yeah, you was in the mode of goodness. You went up the driveway, you went into the mode of passion. And you went home, you went into the mode of ignorance. Same person, only the mode changes. Only the mode changes. Alright? So the Supreme Lord is saying that knowledge, when a person in a mode of goodness gets knowledge, they react in a different way. If you are seated here in a mode of passion, like Abir, hey, when I'll get my Jag, but not 2009, 2029 model. Alright? That's in a mode of passion. Now, while he's sitting with the Guru, he's thinking of the Jag that didn't come out yet. Alright? So he's attached to the Jag and he's waiting. That's in a mode of passion. Because you're passionate, your desire is passionate. Alright? And then Tanya, when she goes home, I just pleased my mother, pleased the Guru, I came to satsang, I wore my Punjabis. Now it's my life. Alright? And that's in the mode of tamas or ignorance. So you must always remember this now, because you can shift. If your mind is thinking negative, if your mind is full of desire, what you must do? It's your mind, and you are the remote. You got the remote. Gurus can never ever change your mind. Guru can tell you how your mind operates. There are three modes. If your mind is in a mode of ignorance, remote it to the mode of passion. When it comes to the mode of passion, remote it to the mode of goodness. You can remote it because it is your mind. I can only log on to your mind. I can only log on to your mind. But very briefly, like for 1 millisecond, if I have to log on onto some minds here, I'll explode myself. I'll have a burnout. You understand? So I just log on briefly, just tentatively, just to preserve myself. All right, I got a lot of job to do, because these minds, when they say these minds can go deep, oh God. That depth is unfathomable. So I just peep and I come out quickly. All right. So the next verse is, know that knowledge to be in goodness by which one sees all beings, one immutable existence, undivided in the divided. So this is what I was teaching you now. I said every soul is connected to every other soul in the universe. Now, if you are in the mode of goodness, you'll see every human, every animal, every plant, every reptile, every cockroach, ladies, in your cupboard, equal. When you take in the doom, you're killing yourself. You are killing yourself. No, I'm joking. God allows. It's a verdict injunction. You can keep your house free of all these entities. But if you are spiritual and you kill a cockroach, it won't come back as a cockroach. Can come back in another life as your mother-in-law. Now some of you have mother-in-laws, Mali. Mali is sharp. You see the necessity for attending live satsang. This is what should be taught in schools. And this is how it started. There was Gurukul. Tell me this current school curriculum and syllabus. People go to school, then you have to come back and swat. Then after matric you spew everything out and you become a delinquent in society. Yes or no? Yes. But if you, Tanya, she is vibrating with laughter. Alright? What did school really help you as a human being? Tanya, when they said differentiate between animal cell and plant cell, cell wall, no cell wall, how it's helping you now? Plasmodesmata, no plasmodesmata, how it's helping you? In physics, valency, is it helping you? Oh, you didn't do physics, alright. So Mataji swapped physics for music. And I met Mataji when I was in standard 9. I had to stand 1 hour, 3 times a week, whilst after school she's practicing the piano. And I used to get hot. Imagine parking for your steki 1 hour. But if I was spiritual then, I would have realized that she's going to play music in ashram. You understand? I should get hot under my college, you know. Because we used to stand and talk under one tree down here in Alwak Road. Now 1 hour gone already from my time. That is. Alright. But look how the music is helping today. But knowledge, now you're going to categorize yourself in which of these 3 statements of Lord Krishna that you belong in. But don't stay there. If you are in number 1, then you can stay there. From number 2 and 3, you need to come up. You need to come up. So if you're not seeing your enemy as exactly yourself, see, I'm looking at Neil Singh as myself, Shami Singh. Alright, Neil Singh. Neville Singh. Alright, I'm not upset with him, I'm happy with him, he gave me a discourse. You understand? Because I see him as part of this system. But the Lord is saying that I'm connected to him, he is connected to you, everyone else is connected in this universe. There's no soul that is disconnected. Is the Lord right or wrong? Lord right or wrong? Is right. Now, if you are seeing this in the mode of goodness, that means the lake of your mind, when you're looking at the lake of your mind and you're looking down, you can see the water, you can see the rocks and the pebbles in the water. You can see the rocks and the pebbles in the water. But that knowledge which sees all beings by reason of their individuality as entities of distinct nature, know that knowledge to be rajasic or in passion. Now this is, my son Yajwan is the best. All other children is below Yajwan. And the grandparents are saying, my grandchild Yajwan is the best, both sides, mother side and father side. I have to be equal here. Alright, otherwise they'll go home and start fighting. Then I'll have a problem in the in-laws. Because both the in-laws are in the satsang. Then they say the guru is not equal. Alright? See how happy Yajwan is. So when you say that you are in the mode of passion, in the mode of desire, only your grandchild or only your child is the best, only your family is right. Do you understand? And only your view is right. Only you are right. Everything is about, it starts from you and it stops somewhere. I'm Tanya Singh. Only I am right. You understand? Can you see it? Is the God right? Is the Supreme Lord right? Is this a scientific observation? Now, when you say only I am right and my views are right, my family is right, what are you creating? Boundaries and divisions, aren't you? And aren't you causing a problem? Was it? Do you have anyone in your family like that? And then, but that knowledge is declared to be tamasic, which clings to one single act as if it was the whole, which is not founded on reason and which is untrue and insignificant. So those of you that are going to go home today and say, Tanya, what the Guru said is bull, you're only concentrating on falsehood and on one unit. Do you understand? Do you understand, all of you? So you need to program your mind, and this is the job of a Guru. The job of a Guru is to nudge the three gunas in your mind and push it towards the mode of goodness. And later on in the Bhagavad Gita it states that there is no illness in the mode of goodness. So it's not a miracle, the Guru is not God. If your Guru shifts you to the mode of goodness, then the chemistry in your body, in your own body, the chemistry that's in your body will keep you healthy. Will keep you healthy. So Mr. Neville Singh, there's so much to learn. Come to Satsang, 28 Dunstable Crescent, Reservoir Hills, and that lady, and the Guru will teach you blow by blow. No, I won't give you blow by blow knowledge on how. So when you are in Satagun, when you treat the entire world the same, friend and foe, animals, plants, every living entity, you treat them exactly the same, then everything inside you, your chemical factory, there is no bigger chemical factory in the world. You can take all the chemical factories in the world, America, France, UK, put them together, there won't be 1% of the chemical factory inside you. Do you know that? Take all the chemistry in the world, your brain, the actuator of the chemical factory inside you, nothing can touch and nothing will ever touch. Not today, not ever. In the next 155 trillion years, no scientist will be able to make gray matter like yours. But don't get happy, most of you are just using half a cell. From that whole matter, if you have to take your brain and spread it, it will fill a football field. All the cells in your brain will put a football field. And when I did my observation, I saw this one dim light in one corner in operation. One dim light, one cell from the trillions of cells that's working, all right? Don't get happy now, bang your chest and say, I came to satsang. My brain can encompass all the chemical factories in the world, right? But it's the truth. It is the absolute truth. So, I have taken this knowledge and given you, not from myself, I'm an instrument that's going to be gone in a while. But this knowledge that I'm giving you will remain here till eternity. This knowledge that I've given you will remain here till eternity. So the word miracle in spirituality cannot exist. The word miracle in spirituality cannot exist. Miracle is something that could not happen, happens. But when you're spiritual, then everything should flow. Should flow. There's no reason to call anything miracle. There shouldn't be a miracle. All of you understand? So when you come down, when you stand by the Guru, and when you do Aarti, this is what the lady said, you can't worship God. What is the definition of worship? What is the definition of worship? And what is the definition of the Supreme Lord? So the science, there's a science behind everything. When we say this, namaste, there's a science here, there's a reaction taking place. There's a chemical reaction taking place when I put my two hands together, my brains and my status quo. When I say namaste, there's a reaction taking place. When I put these two hands together, there's a reaction taking place. Your chemical factory is actuated. Your chemical factory is actuated. If I am a bona fide spiritual master, must always be in Suddha Sattva. He must transcend the three gunas. These three gunas that I read to you, even the mode of goodness, a bona fide guru must transcend it. Transcend the mode of goodness. So what energy is the guru comprised of? Energy at its lightest and fastest frequency. Energy at its lightest and fastest frequency. One day, if you are right, you'll be able to see energy emanating from the Guru. Vasin, you saw energy emanating from the Guru? How many times? Alright? When you come right, when you come to the frequency of the Guru, you'll see, you heard of the word they call a halo, H-A-L-O. There's a halo behind every Guru. The Guru is beaming with energy, just that your eyes can't see it. So what your eyes can't see, does it mean it's not true? Does it mean it's not true? Your senses are limited. Everyone's senses is limited. Yes? Your eyes is limited. Can you see, Vasan, what your mom is doing there at all? Then you can't say seeing is believing. Can you say that? Because you can't see what your mother is doing. So you can't say seeing is believing. Can you? But Hindus like to say seeing is believing. And I went and saw that the ashes did not fall from Sai Baba on that man's head. Alright? So we're coming to the conclusion, but I want you to understand it perfectly. When you come from there to here, you're not worshipping. You can't worship me. You cannot worship me. You are only in the form, in the ritual of worship, you are taking my Suddha Sattva energy. You are taking my Suddha Sattva energy. Is light not a frequency? Yes. When you stand in with the frequency of light, and when you're going round and round, please, 3 rounds is the most. After I'm giving you the secret, Vasan won't leave. No, a few years ago, Vasan and there was another guy, what's his name? Vishnu. They should fight. to do the longest arti. Person will push him and he'll push person. And then so even when the Guru eats his food and he leaves his food, devotees rush and take that food and eat it. Why? The energy in the food has transmuted to Suddha Sattva. Has transmuted to Suddha Sattva. All you are doing by doing arti to the Guru is taking the Guru's Suddha Sattva energy and replacing. I have a whole lot of Tanya's energy. I'm still trying to take her from the time she came. Alright? A whole lot, couple million cubic tons of Tanya's energy is in me, because she just come here, stand there, do her arti and say, Guruji, take all. She says, Singh, I don't believe you. When I was material, that's what I was doing. This is what Singhs do. Malin, when you become a Singh, you can do the same thing. Alright, so you understand? That's all you're doing. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, what bull worshipping man, worshipping Guru? You can't. How can you worship the Guru? But the instructions from saints and sages, if they tell you you are worshipping, it makes you feel good. Now when you stand here and say, I'm taking your energy, you taking my energy, I'm taking your energy, you taking my energy, I'm taking your energy, you taking my energy, will you enjoy your arti? Will you enjoy your arti? But then you close your eyes and say, hey, I want the job tomorrow, I want the car tomorrow, I want the business tomorrow. How nice it sounds. How good you feel. Yes? But we only transfer energy. But do you get the job tomorrow? Yes. Because your own negative energy was disconnecting you from your prosperity. So when you give the Guru your energy, Guru goes into the kutir there. In fact, when I have 6 or 7 devotees, I'm very happy. After satsang, I can water my garden. Now when you leave, next 2 or 3 hours, knocked out. Why? I am a washing machine. I'm converting that energy that you gave me, negative. We cannot. Remember, energy was never created and can never be destroyed. Was never created and can never be destroyed. This is science. This is absolute science. But the Guru has a system in himself that can convert the negative to positive. That can convert the negative to positive. So whilst I'm there, I'm taking all Tanya's atoms one by one, and I have to, other people, their atoms, like 2,000 atoms one time I can convert. Tanya's, I have to take one atom at a time, convert it, fight with it, sometimes it goes back. So I do a whole lot of work with Tanya's energy that she leaves here. Alright, Tanya? One circle for you is enough. All of you understand? So all these are myths, these are misnomers, and Hindus are always ostracized for this type of rituals, this type of behavior. And it is my job to tell you that behind every ritual is an absolute science. Behind every ritual is an absolute science. Then when you go there, there's your place for worshipping. Where's your place for worshipping? There's your place for worshipping. There's your place for worshipping. Are you in sync with what I said?
Yes.
So don't feel bad when you come here because you get in energies. You are getting, that is why the Guru system was created. Now whom am I connected to? See this DB box. See this DB box. I am the DB box. I can switch on all the powers in this ashram. Yes? But where am I connected? ESCOM. And is this DB box not connected to ESCOM? So similarly, the Guru is connected to the source of all creation. Guru is connected to the source of all creation. And if you listen to me attentively, I pay my obeisance to my spiritual master first, then I connect it to the substation. I carry on connecting it to bigger substations until I'm actuated in the system itself. This knowledge that I'm giving you is downloaded by my Creator. I am directly connected to Lord Sriman Narayan, the source of all knowledge. And as I speak, you want to test me, Norman, you can have lunch, I can speak for another 2 hours, then you can have tea and coffee, I can speak to another 2 hours. You carry on. If you want to test me, this is when I sit here, I'm connected. Every topic in the universe spiritually, I can download at any given time. Alright? I got no time to rehearse. I got no time to rehearse. All of you understand? So you must have faith. I go out of my way to make you understand. To make you understand as simple as possible. So one of my young devotees was about to become a vegetarian. Put up your hand, boy. Put your hand up. Okay, stand up. Stand up. Let everyone see you. Turn around. Turn full round. Let everyone see you. What's your age? How old you are? 10. 10-year-old devotee. After he heard that you eating rotten, stinking meat, and he looked at the chicken, rotten, stinking, he smelled it, he said, hey man, I must listen to the Guru. So whilst we're on that subject, on meat and vegetable, one would say, how can you cut a pumpkin and eat it? Aren't you killing the pumpkin? And how can you cut a rooster and eat the rooster? Aren't you killing a rooster, isn't it? Yes? So again, our manufacturer is perfect. You see, there's no nervous system in a vegetable. There's no heart, there's no mind, there's no 5 senses, there's no system at all. And on earth, everything eats everything else. Everything eats everything else. It's a perfect cycle. And eating vegetable is not a religious. It got nothing to do with religion. It only got everything to do with your health. Eating vegetable is scientific. It only got things to do with your health, nothing else. Becoming a vegetarian, I got 1-2 vegetarians here, doesn't make them connect to God. No connection. If you're a full vegetarian and you're robbing the people, you lying, you cheating, you getting angry, how are you connected to God? Because I hear people saying, hey, I'm a staunch devotee of the Supreme Lord, I'm a vegetarian. Do you understand? So being a vegetarian, Malin, is for your own health only. Got nothing to do with any God. Got nothing to do with any God. Alright? Understood? Tanya? Don't you feel embarrassed as a 10-year-old boy? I'm not only talking to you, Tanya. There's a whole lot of Tanyas in my room. Yeah? Alright? And he's also the nephew of someone who's 100 years old. And the boy is 10 years old.